What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Cha-Ching! The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Guys, so after reading Blood Meridian, I knew I was going to jump back into something of Cormac McCarthy's, and I was pretty sure it was going to be this one, okay? It seemed like the right move for a guy like me that loves the dark and the dastardly. So if you guys remember my review of Blood Meridian, I really praised Cormac McCarthy's prose, while then I kind of criticized the fact that it was disconnected and I didn't get any emotional feeling out of the ride, you know? Here in The Road, I did get that feeling. I got the emotion I was looking for. Did it hurt and did it feel bad and gross and dark? Yeah, absolutely. But that doesn't fucking matter because that's what I'm looking for, all right? Let's get into it. So The Road is actually quite a short read, and I don't want to get too into it, all right? So I'm going to kind of sum it up and jump right into it. The Road is really a post-apocalyptic story about a father and a son as they make their way towards the coast, searching for, hopefully, brighter days. One thing I really have to applaud and I was impressed by with Cormac McCarthy was his ability to really confine this story, okay? We have an apocalypse has happened, right? All this shit has gone down, and the situation that's happening in the world is horrible, but we're not really talking about it. We don't know what the fuck happened, all this stuff, right? It's so confined to this father and son and what's going on and how they're pushing forward. What do they have to do to get by and live another day, so to speak? So it does kind of make sense in a way as well that it has this confined feeling. Because even if the world has gone to shit, it's not really the main subject on their minds. These people are just trying to fucking survive. They're trying to put one foot in front of the other and hang on to whatever shred of hope they can fathom. Kind of keeping with this confinement, I'm just going to go right into his writing, because I do think that Cormac McCarthy's writing in this is much more pinched back and tame compared to Blood Meridian. Not just in its like graphic darkness, then this book has plenty of darkness to it, but it's pinched back compared to Blood Meridian, as well as just the verbose, lyrical, beautiful fucking scene-setting words that are on the page. This is pinched back, but it's more digestible, more accessible to the reader. People can definitely pick this one up and probably get behind it way easier than Blood Meridian. Even with Blood Meridian being the one that everyone, just screams about, trust me, The Road is an easier, more digestible chunk of pages. But the one thing is, it's a good thing I've already read Cormac McCarthy, because I'm not going to complain about this, but I'm just seeing it carry over. He doesn't use this punctuation stuff, right? I'm not going to bang on him for that, but I'm not going to praise him either. I know he's going for that stream of consciousness feeling. Whatever. It really didn't bug me or impress me. I just didn't feel anything about it in this. Wherein like Blood Meridian, it kind of bugged me a little bit, not much, but just a little bit, just because I was surprised that somebody wasn't using what I thought were the rules. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that this book had that emotional connection for me where I didn't have that with Blood Meridian. Now that emotional connection really kicked me in the gut and made my heart heavy, okay? And so expect that. This is, I'm sitting here saying, oh, it's not as bad as Blood Meridian, but trust me, it has a different kind of a way of getting into you, okay? Blood Meridian is really right up front, right front and center. I mean, it's blood and gore smacking you in the eyelids. Where The Road really has a way of getting into your heart and into your brain and really festering and building a dark spot that maybe you can't rub away. What I'm kind of trying to get at, guys, is where I didn't feel much for the kid and the judge. Here I am following this father and son here in The Road, and god damn it, I'm feeling really bad, okay? I'm feeling bad, like their future doesn't look bright, and that worries me, and it made me think about me and my own kids and maybe having to be in this situation. If you're a parent, just take a minute and think about being in a situation where you have to explain to your child how to use a gun on themselves in case the situation gets bad enough, because it's better to kill yourself than to let the fucking, the people, the hills with eyes people with the gas masks get you. Like, It's fucked up. So yes, the tone of the book is dark. Maybe not as dark as some others, but it certainly holds its own weight in shadows. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a bleak, nihilistic ride, okay? If you ask me, this thing has plenty of shreds of hope, especially as you push forward towards the end. Now, I do think that this thing is really kind of left up to interpretation, but for a guy like me, and let's face it, guys, I'm the cynical bastard. So for a guy like me to come out the other side of this book with actually seeing it as, the prospect of hope, that should say quite a bit, okay? I think that I'm not going to be the only one that reads this book and tells you, yes, it's dark, but there's also this little hidden light that shines bright and gets brighter the further you push through. You're just going to have to kind of decipher that for yourself. Now, as far as my 2 cents for the slow and the struggling, I would actually say yes. Go ahead and pick up The Road. I think that it's something that you guys can get into. For one, I mean, these books are not, it's not a very long book, so it's not going to take you a whole long time to devour it. Plus, I think his writing style has been kind of, it's in a mode that is going to cater to you guys way more than something like Blood Meridian. You will be able to pick this up and understand it. It's not like super lyrically verbose, okay? It's more straightforward, but he does have some killer descriptions in here as well. Now, the one thing, if you haven't read Cormac McCarthy, like I mentioned a little bit before, he doesn't do this punctuation stuff, right? Quotations and all that. He's shooting for the streamlined consciousness feel. And so that might take a little getting used to, but I do not think that that is something that will really pose that big of a problem, that high of a hurdle. You will be able to get used to this fairly quickly. So don't worry about his unique style there, all right? All right. Well, as always, thanks for spending some time down here at the channel. And to Cormac McCarthy, a kadoosh, 2 thumbs up. Hopefully I'm going to be getting into something else. I don't know what else. I mean, for you Cormac McCarthy fans, what do you guys think? What would you like to see me read next? Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, but maybe I'll think about it, all right? Or maybe my buddy Doug. I think he said Suttree. I don't know. No Country for Old Men definitely sounds like something I could probably get into. What do you guys think? Huh? Man, do your thingies or don't do them, because I don't give a shit. Peace.